Hi everyone. Today we bring you two weekly insights on member specification. Capricorn Technologies, a Win Zero company having a legacy of over 3 decades, has now become a partner of choice for AEC industry. Capricorn Technologies is one of the biggest platinum partner of Autodesk and Bentley, along with authorized training center. Today, with over 10 offices across India and 300 plus inspired team members, Capricorn is serving over 20,000 customers in the building, infrastructure, manufacturing, and large number of other industries. Myself, Dipali Arora, Solution Specialist in Structures at Capricorn Technologies, New Delhi, will present you with weekly insights on member specifications. In this video, we will learn how to add specifications, how to release a member, how to uh, provide property reduction factor and offset of a member. So the question arises is why do we need to release members in STAAD.Pro? When we release any end of the beam, any end of the beam, maybe it's starting or end point, then it acts as a simply support end. Otherwise, if we don't do that, then it acts as a fixed end. We can also say that at the release point, bending moment is zero. Generally, we apply release in the secondary beam so that it will rest on primary beam, that is this beam, and not transfer the bending moment. So let's see how we will release a member. Suppose I want to release this member. First, I will select the top floor and on view and select the left view, and I will select the top view and I'll click on selected objects. I will select the isometric view. Yeah. So here green represents the starting point of the member and blue represents the end point of the member. So what will I do to assign a member end release or partial member release? We have to follow the following procedure. Release specifications are created for each member separately. Like for starting point, we have to create a release specification, then again we have to create a specification for the end members. So select the member who will all have the member specifications assigned. Like I want to assign member release on the all these horizontal beams. Okay, so go on specifications over here, click on specifications over here, a box will appear. Then what you have to do is click on beam, select this beam option, select this release tool in the specification groups. Then what you have to do is you have to select the location which the release applies, whether it's a starting location or in the end location. So suppose I want to first I will create the start and release. Okay, so I'll click on the start location. I'll click on the release. If you want to release partially, then click on this partial moment release. Then select the direction. I mean, you want to release it in X direction, you want to release a moment in X direction or in Z direction. Suppose I want to release a moment in X as well as in Z direction. Simply click on add. Start MX MZ release is created. What you have to do is now select this and then select all the members of the structure which you want to release. Suppose I want to release this member, I want to release this member also. So what I will do is I'll simply select these members using control, assign to selected beams, click on assign, click on yes. See, it has been released from start point. Like I told you, if you want to see an top view, it will look like this. Now what I will do is let's create now end moment release. Again, you click on beam option over here, select release, select end, select MX, MZ, or it's on you, click on and close. Now this represents end release. So what I will do is I select this beam, Again, I will select this beam. Assign to selected beams. Assign. Yes. See, start and end release has been created and assigned to this selected members. Now moving on to assigning property reduction factor to a member, we have to follow the following procedure. Procedure remains the same for like selecting for assigning property reduction factor. First you have to go on specifications, then on beam. See, there are several specifications given like tension member, inactive, offset, property reduction factor. You just have to simply select the option you want to use. Now we'll be first I told you about the release option. Now I'll be telling you about the property reduction factors. Click on this property reduction factor. This is the property reduction factor dialog box. So if you want to release it in the global, specify the reduction factors to be used below. That is these factors which will apply to any member regardless of any material. And if you want to use the code specific, like code specific means all the specifications that are mentioned in IS code 1893-2016, then it will follow the following procedure. So when you select the code specific option, building code to use reduction factors specific to load cases per that code which are only applied to concrete members. So when I'll select code specific, suppose as per clause 6.4.3.1, moment of inertia for column is given 0.7. So here I will write moment of inertia in y, y means y direction as 0.7, and also over here in z direction also 0.7. I'll click on add. Now I will again create property reduction factor for beams 0.35, and in RIZ I will write 0.35. Now I will assign these values to the column. If you have any doubt regarding these values or how I am taking this, please refer IS 1893-2016 clause 6.4.3.1. It is mentioned over there. So I will select this first reduction factor. I will select all the columns. I will go on view. I'll display structure. Now I will select all the columns. All the columns have been selected, assigned to selected beams. Assign yes. And to these columns, this reduction factor has been assigned. You can click on highlight assign geometry, and it will highlight all the members to which we have assigned this property. Now I will select all the beams. I'll go on beams parallel to y-axis. Now I will inverse my selection, and now I will assign to selected beams. Assign yes. Now if I want to see this, what I will do is I'll click on highlight selects as a highlight assign geometry. So our second part is also done, that is property reduction factor. Now moving on to assign rigid and offset to one end of a member, use the following procedure. What I will do is I'll click on geometry over here. I'll go on specifications again. I'll click on this beam. Now we have to define offset. So offset is basically, suppose this is my column and I want to offset this column from y direction 450 mm downwards. This means if we have a wall of like 230 thick and this beam size is 450 mm in depth, so I want to offset this member. I'll click on this offset. Same like release option, we have to specify whether we want to offset in the starting direction or in the end direction. So I'll say I want to do the offset in end location. So I'll select the direction as global, and suppose I want to offset it for 0.45 meters. I'll click on add, and suppose I want to release this beam. Assign to selected beams, assign, yes. Oh, sorry. I have like in negative direction, I want to offset this. I hope this is visible. I'll just maximize my screen. See this, what it means by offset. Sometimes it is like our beam is not like starting directly from the center points of the column. It's like on the top or on the right. So this is the option that we can use to specify our beams and column positions. So we can use offset options. So these were the main specifications that are useful while designing the structure. I hope you guys had an insightful session. We shall be presenting with how to set configuration settings in STAAD.Pro Connect edition. For more videos and updates, do subscribe our channel Capricorn Technologies Private Limited, and like and comment if you like the insight. We would be delighted to hear from you. Please reach out to us for any suggestions, query or topic you would want to discuss. See you next week. Thank you.